Have you ever sat back and wondered why some people are just so calm? Like you just wonder that something serious happened and the person is just looking like, let me give an example. Now I went for a friend's wedding. The place is very, very far. Like some of us are in Lagos, some people were in Niger State, some people were in Abuja, and obviously she's buying the clothes. You can't say she should build the clothes from Abuja to Lagos to you for you to sew, obviously. So she told us she has gotten our clothes and she has a tailor that is very good. So we sent her measurements and that was it. So when we got there, we were supposed to get there earlier so that if we have any reservations on the way the clothes was sewn, if we want to do some adjustments now, we can just go to the tailor's place and so that it's not ending tears. There is a wedding day, you see that clothes is oversized and all those things. Now we got there, we that were there earlier, we went to readjust our clothes and we got the clothes from the tailor's place. So the fourth person that actually we were for that particular tailor sewed our clothes. So the fourth girl, when she came, we were all getting ready for the engagement. She was there, she didn't say, she was just so calm. We were trying to be, the first three of us, we were trying to be, we were already bonded and all those things. She just came, she was smiling. We asked her, what's your name? She was like, my name is, let's say her name is Egro. She's like, my name is Egro. Like, oh, nice meeting you, okay. And this girl sat there. We were like, are you with your clothes? Have you sewn your clothes? She was like, no, okay, let's say the bride's name is Donuts. It's Donuts that's supposed to give me, like, my clothes is with Donuts. And I'm like, oh, the tailor, okay, when the girl comes, please tell us she's one little girl, she'll take you to the tailor's place and all that. She said, okay. This girl came, this lady sat down, she was just looking. This girl came, went. We're not the one asking her, how far your clothes? And she was like, I don't know. You don't know what? Talk. All those kind of things. She was just too calm and okay. She went, collected her clothes, came back. All along I was always teasing her. I'm like, hey girl, are you sure you will not talk? Say something. She will just smile. There are times that things happen. I'm like, hey girl, say something. She will just smile. Let's jump to the place that we all went crazy. Like, babe, this your own calmness is not calmness again. Can you believe that? We collected our clothes. This girl's gele. I don't know where my gele is. I would have brought it out to show you people. This girl's gele was divided into two. How do you expect to tie two different gele on one head? Because one of the gele cannot size your head, obviously. So this girl did not say anything. We were doing, okay, the bride now came, that's Donuts. She now asked, guys, there's someone that has two pieces of gele, that is, a gele was cut and it has not been joined together. Who is the person? We were like, my own gele, I've checked it, is full. Everybody was like, we don't know. They kept asking, there's somebody's gele that was cut. I was like, Egro, how far? I hope you've checked. She not say yes, she has checked her clothes. My gele is two. Your gele is two, Babu. Are you not hearing the question that Donut is asking, that whose gele is two? She not say that was, now that I'm talking, this was the bridal shower around to 12. This already to 12 that we're talking about gele that was in two pieces. Tomorrow morning is that morning gone is wedding. Please, what you want to see tailor that will join gele for you. But then like, she should bring out the gele. That maybe this girl is joking. She brought out the gele. Oh, gele was in two places. This time around I could not talk. It was the other girls that were like, babe, which kind of thing now? One person could just calm like this. One was like, she calmness. So for people that don't understand you, but this one is not calmness. So she was just looking as people were talking. I was like, I beg you, people should leave egg roll alone. Leave her, it's okay. Just leave the babe. They'll look for solution. She cannot just carry half gele. Place one here, place. She will shall look for. That's how they shall made arrangements too. Now everybody in that room were wondering how someone can be so calm. Like, this girl legit did not talk to anybody. She was just laughing all through. Just, if you insult her, she just smile. If you like, how can someone be so calm in everything? So this video is going to majorly be about why that girl egg roll is that calm and why we that we are not calm, we are not calm. Okay, so we have 4 temperaments. That's the melancholy, the sanguine, the choleric, and the phlegmatic. So we're going to be analyzing these 4 temperaments, and you get to choose which one you fall under. Now, note that these 4 categories when I list the strength and the weaknesses of each of the temperaments, you might relate to some strength and you might relate to some weaknesses, and you might not relate, you might relate to some strength, and when I get to the weaknesses you can't relate. That's majorly because it has been said and proven that one person has more than one temperament. You fall under more than one temperament class. You can be a sanguine and also be a phlegmatic, just that one of the two temperaments will be dominant than the other one. So if I mention sanguine, I call out the strengths and the weaknesses, and you can relate to the weaknesses but not the strength, then that means one of the other temperaments dominates and one of the other temperaments is recessive. Do you get what I just said? Having said that, I'm going to be talking about each temperament, their strength and their weaknesses. So let's get the road. Okay, so let's talk about the sanguine. Sanguines, these people are extroverted in nature, very extroverted in nature. They are very outgoing, they are friendly, they are warm, they are compassionate, they are enthusiastic, they are so friendly that if you meet a sanguine for the first time, you feel like you guys have been friends since forever. Like, oh my god, have you ever met someone like you're like, oh my god, we just connected? Like, it feels like, or it felt like we've been friends since forever. Like, this person is just so cool, this person is just so chill. A sanguine person is the kind of person that they would share your joy with you. If you're in a mood of excitement, they will share your excitement with you, and if you're in a sorrowful mood, they'll share your sorrows with you. Have you ever been in a situation where you go to visit a friend, you don't know the friend's friend, that's the mutual friend there, and you happen to come with a good news, like, girl, guess what, I just got something, like, I just got a car, and she's like, the next thing you just see that even the friend that you're telling the gist has not jumped up. The sanguine person, they're like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Ooh, sanguines can be like that, and you can be so moody and they're like, why are you sad? You're making me sad, to be happy now. All those kind of people, I don't know if you've met people like that, but yeah, those are sanguines, and that's their strength. Now, going to their weaknesses, sanguines can be very undisciplined. They can be very, very undisciplined. They are exaggerators. These people can exaggerate. If they are giving you gists, hey, in short, you have to listen through because it will be so sweet. It will be so sweet. They are very undisciplined. They are very unproductive. They are very exaggerative. The unproductive parts, sanguines, if they, okay, let's take for example, they want to maybe arrange the environment, or they want to clear up the environment, so they bring out their tools and their neighbor passes by and is like, hey, Mr. Sanguine, let's say the person's name is Sanguine. Yes, Mr. Sanguine, I've been meaning to see you, I wanted to talk to you about this. The person will just drop all the tools, go gist. When they finish gisting, come back, pack the tools, I will do it next week. Sanguines can be very disorganized. Like, these people are very disorganized. Like, they are oh my Jesus, if you know a very disorganized person, sanguine can be disorganized. Okay, let me give a sample. She introduced me to a friend. So we were talking about how she can be everywhere, how she can be very extroverted, and the friend was like, it can really relate, because how did they become friends? The guy told me how they became friends. He was sitting alone, and imagine going out with another friend. So he was outside, something happened, he was very sad, he was really down and angry. So he was with his phone, he was on his own. Then he just saw this lady that just came. Bam, bam, bam. Hey, hello, why are you sad? And he was like, in his head, he's like, why is this girl so forward? Like, what the fuck is her business with me being sad? He said he just looked at her. He just didn't want to be rude, so he just smiled and continued pressing his phone. He was like, can I believe what this girl did? She legit collected his phone. She was like, I'm talking to you. That was rude. You don't press your phone when I'm talking to you. And I was like, oh wow. Like it was like, he didn't even know what to do at that point. Like, hey. And she was like, yes. So why are you sad? Talk to me. I can help. No. He said he was just looking at her. He said at the point he just smiled. He was like, nothing, I'm fine. He said she sat down there and she was like, he must say why he's sad though. If not, she will not give him back that phone. He said he was so frustrated to the point that he didn't even know what to do again. He was just looking at her. He was just smiling. Then another person now came. He was like, I'm this. Nice meeting you. Don't mind my friend. She can be too extra and all that. He said that was how they became friends. So maybe she put her phone number into the phone and called her line. Then she started messaging him after then. I don't know. But he said that scenario, it was like, how can people actually be like this? That he was so shook. And she was saying a side of story that no, she was there, she saw him, she and her friend, she went to the male friend, and she was like, that guy is so sad, let's go and talk to me. And the guy was like, why would you go and talk to someone you don't know before? And she was like, if I talk to him, you must not come there and talk to him. She went there, she spoke to the guy, and I'm like, point being that she just like went to a stranger's place, collected his phone, demanded to know what was wrong with him. Like, how sanguine can you be, right? Now on to Mrs. Phlegmatic. The phlegmatic, those people are very calm, they are quiet, they are slow in nature, they are, in short, they are dependable, yeah, they are objective, they are organized. The phlegmatic people are very organized, they are calm, they are quiet. When people are quiet, sometimes they can be irritatingly quiet. Like they'll be so quiet that and you'll be like, say something, say something. They can be that quiet. They are organized, unlike the sanguine that is everywhere. The phlegmatic people are very organized. Like they have their things planned out. They live life according to how they've planned. They don't want to go outside their box. They do their things gingerly and all that. Their weaknesses, they are very self-centered. They are very selfish. They are selfish. They are self-centered. They don't really care about other people. For example, if there is something going on in the society or in the community, the choleric could be like, let's start something, let's start a campaign and do something about this. But the phlegmatic people, they'll be like, wow, this situation is so terrible, like, can't somebody do something about it? They are those kind of people. They are like, they don't want to put themselves out there, they don't want to, they are just for themselves. They are very selfish. If you ask a phlegmatic person for help, they will first look at their situation. If the thing will not like put them out of their, like, if it won't disturb them, or if it won't make them lose anything, they would have analyzed it in their head before they can tell you yes. If they see that it's going to affect them, or they are going to be doing more than they can actually do for other people, they'll tell you no. They can be like that. So that's the phlegmatic people for you. So guys, next week we're going to be talking about this particular situations of this particular temperaments in twos, and the output of the combination of two temperaments, how one cancels out the other and produce another effect. People are different. This is a summary of letting you know that people are different, and the differences is actually what makes life interesting. So you should not be angry that somebody else is the way they are. Instead, you should try to understand them and accept them the way they are. So let's start from accepting ourselves the way we are and working on our weaknesses. Now, we don't just sit down and say, it's my weaknesses, that is how I was built, that is how I am, and if you don't accept me like that, fuck the hell off, you to fuck off. Work on your weaknesses. How about I tell you that, okay, I'm an angry person and I slap people when I'm angry, I break bottles, I can mistakenly stab you because I'm clouded by my anger, and that is how I am. Accept me or not. Who will accept you? Uncle shifts, sister shit. Who will accept you? Accept what? So that you say mistakenly you killed me one day, me I should accept? No, I cannot accept that. Because it work, it cannot happen. So we all have our weaknesses, and we try as much as possible to work on them to become a better person. So if you can start from you, then millions of people are going to get better. So guys, we're going to be going to the whole mashup of two of the temperaments in our next video. Please like, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell so that you get the notification when next we post. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.